Welcome back, folks. Sarcasm Speaks. It's Jared Bob coming at you. And don't look now, but my fortunes have changed in the last couple days on the whole betting landscape here.
Did they? Because I remember you having an under of 6 last night, and the game was 8-4.
Yeah. However, I went 4-1 yesterday, and that was my only loss.
That's a tremendous loss.
It is a tremendous loss, but I still won.
If you're gonna lose like that, I mean, poof, guns blazing, blaze of glory.
Plus, I don't know, I was plus 2.5 units, I think, or something like that.
It's funny because you texted me the game you had, and I saw it later, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I checked it this morning. Well, what was funny was because last night.
Well, you knew it lost last night.
Well, yeah. Well, last night I was looking at all the bets, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a terrible day. What else is new? And then I woke up this morning and I looked at my record from yesterday, and it said 4-1. So they all turned. Obviously, except for that one because it lost immediately. But yeah, I hit the over in Carolina. I'm now careful now.
Go ahead and say it.
I've been betting on baseball.
Nice. Pete Rose in it.
Yeah, and I am plus like 3.5 units.
What are you doing? Just keep fading the Red Sox?
I did that for a little while. I am 7-5. Plus almost 4 units, 3.92 units betting on baseball.
What is this, dog money lines?
Yeah, so make sure you go to mybookie.com and you sign up using our promo code SarcasmPod, and they will match your deposit for 50% up to $1,000. And then you can follow my picks on baseball and fade every other pick that I make.
I would just start fading you in baseball. It has to turn around.
Well, yeah, it's going to turn eventually.
What are you up to? 2 units? No, 3 units on baseball?
Almost 4. Just under 4.
Okay, so you got to go down like 16.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen quick, yeah.
Just math.
Yeah. No, I took the over in the Yankees game yesterday, and it was over 8. And going into the 7th inning, it was a 3-0 game.
What are you doing? Your own picks? Are you trailing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at like random stuff. So I thought about it too, because I know like we have we're trying to build some kind of system with the NHL.
No. We're not building a system. We're collecting data.
Yes, yeah, whatever we're doing with the NHL.
Because there is no system. It's just you look at what's going on and bet accordingly.
Yeah. So I'm trying to look at baseball because the nerds have taken over that sport, and there are ridiculous amount of like statistics and mathematics and all kinds of crazy shit that exists in baseball. So I figured, well, if they're going to ruin the sport, which they have because no one cares about baseball anymore. I saw.
When is soccer and lacrosse going to overtake it?
Oh, they already did.
Okay.
So I saw the other day Jimmy Stewart, who's the producer of the afternoon show on 98.5 The Sports Hub around here. He tweeted that. So for those of you that aren't from around here in Boston, we have our regional sports network is NESN, and it's owned in part by the Red Sox. So they put the Red Sox and the Bruins are both broadcast on NESN in our region. So when they both play on the same night at the same time, they bump one to what's called NESN Plus. It's like their secondary channel. So because the NESN the channel is owned by the Red Sox, they get priority. So the other night, the Red Sox were on NESN, and the Bruins got bumped to NESN Plus. So again, for those of you that aren't from around here, nobody knows what the fuck channel NESN Plus is.
Is it just streaming?
No, it's some random channel. But no one knows what it is. You have to like search for it. That being said, whatever, the regular NESN channel was the Red Sox. The Bruins did a higher market share on NESN Plus than the Red Sox did on NESN.
Really?
Yes.
That's concerning.
Yes.
Because
let me pull up the tweet too.
In the past, baseball always has done better in Boston than every other sport except football. And it's like the olds, kids, like usually they're there consistently. Mm-hmm. And NBA, NHL usually can't keep up.
Yeah, no. I'm searching for the tweet currently. I will find it in a second.
And it's been that way for like a long time. Like this is actually like, because like a lot of people will be like, oh, baseball's dead, baseball's dead, baseball's dead. Well, look at the card market, look at the betting market, look at people who actually like baseball.
I would make the argument that though that is periphery benefits. You know what I mean? Like I bet on baseball and I collect and sell like baseball trading cards, but I am not a baseball fan. I am using the sport on its, like I am on the periphery of the sport using it for my own things. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at that.
Yeah, so you're in the vast minority because the people who actually like baseball really fucking like baseball. So until now, baseball, even though it's fucking very popular to say, oh, baseball's dead, baseball sucks, baseball's dead, no one watches it, no one watches it. The actual data used to show, no, people still watch it. It still outdoes NHL. It still outdoes NBA. But now if they're actually going to, and I'm not saying the other sports are catching up, they're definitely not. But if baseball is catching down,
yeah.
Now when people say, oh, baseball's dead, baseball's dying, they might actually be correct.
Yeah.
Like we could be starting to get there because the Bruins aren't that likable of a product.
No, not right now.
They're not playing well. They struggle to score goals. And it's hockey. I mean, who'd they play the other night? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I don't know what game it was.
I don't even know.
To be honest. So this was 17. So this was posted yesterday. So this was like so it would have been Monday night, I would imagine. And obviously this is going to come out next Monday. So you guys are a week behind. But still, the fact of the matter is Bruins on Nessun Plus scored a 3.55.
Which is pretty normal, I think.
The Red Sox on Nessun scored 2.44.
That is horrible.
Now, this must have been a national game because the Red Sox were also on ESPN. And on ESPN, they got a 0.73.
So it's still less.
So the total combined Red Sox rating on Nessun and ESPN was 3.17. The Bruins on Nessun Plus, 3.55. So the Bruins did, I don't know, about half a market share. I don't know what that means. I'll have to ask Nick on his Nielsen box. But the Bruins did half a market share better, roughly, than the Red Sox that were on two channels for a national game and on the real channel. Like, you had to search to find the Bruins game. Because, like I said, no one knows what the fuck channel Nessun Plus is. And it God forbid, it's as simple as, like, say, was back in the day, Nessun was channel 51. God forbid they make Nessun Plus channel 52. You know what I mean?
52 is already taken.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like it's just some random bullshit here. So, yeah. So there's your.
That's actually concerning. I know the Red Sox are very unlikable. I would like to know historically, historically, how are the Yankees doing market share wise before I start to claim, well, the entire MLB's dead. Compared to some other sports. And I know New York's tough because they split with the Mets, and then there's like two hockey teams, but there's also New Jersey. So it might not be an apples to apples comparison. Mm-hmm. But I would like to know how a good team historically does. And maybe like a better market, because obviously Boston, we're all dickheads. So like I wouldn't look at Philly. I wouldn't look at Boston. But I'd be curious to know where are the Yankees at comparatively, where are the Cardinals at comparatively, probably the Cubs comparatively.
So this is from 4 days ago. These are the ratings from MLB opening day. Thursday's Blue Jays Yankee Major League Baseball opener averaged 910,000 viewers on ESPN, up from 29% from 2019, which Orioles Yankees was 704. So they got an extra 200,000.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And it's the most watched afternoon game on opening day since 2017.
It's not bad.
When the season opened on a Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an indictment against the Red Sox, I think.
2.5 million. 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 2.5 million Yeah, so it says abbreviated coverage of Dodgers Rockies averaged 884,000 later in the day, up 64% from 2019.
Yeah, this has everything to do with fucking the Red Sox being terrible. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Because baseball is where it is. And in like people still like, again, baseball people really, really like baseball. Like really like
I mean, it's still down significantly from where it was years ago.
I mean, yeah, you can't compare it. I don't know what you're going to compare it to, but you definitely can't compare it to like
The second article on
late 90s.
So that first article that I typed in Yankees TV rating, the very first thing that popped up was that what I just read. The second one underneath it says TV ratings, Yankees ratings down nearly 40%.
Compared to when?
I didn't click on it.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? So it's up since 2019.
So this just goes
but
to...
it's down overall in the last, we'll call it 20 years.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
Yeah.
Also, 20 years ago was pretty good baseball.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
It was actually like... That was actually a pretty good time. So
yeah.
That's
and we were
not necessarily a fair comparison.
We were right in that turning point, too, of football taking over.
So, 20 years ago was 2001. That's Barry Bonds.
Yep.
That's the home run race. That is the Yankees dynasty, but also the Yankees not winning championships.
Right.
The Braves were still good. Cardinals were still good. Ichiro just got here. Pujols got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad time for baseball at all.
No.
If that's the comparison. I don't know. If it's compared to like 2015, it's like, oh shit. But I think what that really goes to show you is just how poor the Red Sox are. Because I think the Red Sox used to do like a 6.
Yeah.
And they did a fucking 2.5. That is so bad. That is so fucking poor.
Yeah.
There's nobody on this fucking team. Reset the luck. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's wild. Like I said, or like we have both said, it's the Bruins. They're not a likable product, and they're on a random channel. And regionally, like it's a regional network, and they pulled more than the Red Sox. So, fuck it, baseball blows anyway.
It's the Red Sox. The Red Sox fucking suck.
So yeah. Anyway, follow my picks. Follow me on Action Network. I've I'm set. What I say, 7-5 in the MLB. So I haven't looked at anything today, but so I'm trying to go off of like some random shit. And obviously, I'm assuming being early in the season, the numbers aren't going to make any sense at all. But I'm trying to look at the past, and then last season was like 60 games, so it's fucking stupid. So right now it's tough. But I was looking at today's game for the Red Sox too, as Nathan Eovaldi is pitching, and he's typically pretty good. But then the other thing too is like I've been looking up, like I don't know why baseball does this, but it does. Like run support, like certain pitchers just get more runs behind. I don't know why. I have zero explanation for why this is, but for whatever reason, there are some pitchers in the major leagues that every time they step on the mound, their team scores at least 4 runs. Like the team could be on like a 7-game losing streak and have gotten shut out in 3 of those games, and then Kurt Schilling takes the mound and the team scores 6 runs. They might still lose, but the team scores 6 runs. You know what I mean? Like it's just random.
And then there's Jake DeGrom where he can't get fucking anything.
Exactly.
His team does not help him out.
Exactly. I think Steven Strasburg went through that for a while, a couple of years ago, where he was like he was a Cy Young candidate, but his record was like 9-12 or something, and he had like a 2.9 ERA. Like he was blowing the fucking doors off of everybody. I mean, but he wasn't getting wins, and the team was only scoring like 2 runs every time he took the mound.
You should look up the stats for DeGrom. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
what he's had.
Yeah,
he's had more like no decisions or blown saves like in his starts, or bullpen blows his leads, whatever.
Yeah.
Plus his run support is like fucking half a run a game or some shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy how bad it is.
So right now I'm kind of leaning towards the over in the Red Sox game, despite Nathan Eovaldi going out there, because he's also a fucking
not that good.
I was gonna say he's also not that good, but he averages anywhere between like 4 and 6 runs a game since he's been on the Red Sox. So, that would theoretically, I think if the over is 8 or 8.5, something like that, that would theoretically mean that you only need the Rays to score 3 runs. So, which I think is very doable. So it's like little bullshit like that where I use like these random stupid fucking baseball statistics to try and figure out stuff. Like I said, it's early in the season, so it's probably dumb luck at this point.
The other thing too is like some people like to think that when they pull a stat like that, it's like, oh well, like yeah, everything's trending towards the over. It's like, dude, don't worry, Vegas already knows that too.
Yeah, well, yeah,
they're doing the same. Actually, they're doing way more advanced shit than you're doing right now.
Right.
So, I don't know. You just gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Figure it out. If it's profitable, you ride it. And then it won't be for a while.
Yeah.
And then you hope to grind out 54% over the course of a season.
And there you go. All right. So there's a lot of crazy shit going. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy shit going on everywhere in the world right now. There's a lot of wild shit going on in California right now. I don't know if you've been seeing any of this shit like pop up on Twitter or anything.
No, but my father is also interested in cutting off the entire West Coast like I was.
Oh yeah, I'm
like
down.
Bugs Bunny taking the saw and just up to Canada.
100%.
Away.
100%. Yeah. I'm down. So this was a while ago, but the DA for LA County was kicking around the idea. I should probably look this up to see what happened. But I think it's a she. She announced that. Sorry, I'm typing and talking at the same time. She announced that she wants to remove the gang unit from LA County, because when I say LA County crime, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
Compton, South Central, Crenshaw.
Yeah, but like, who causes the crime in that area?
All of them? Like
all of them who?
Like Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings.
Right, which are gangs. That was the word.
Gangs.
The word I was looking for.
I thought we were talking specifics.
The word I was looking for was gangs.
I was gonna say I don't think they really have like a turf. I feel like everyone's there.
Yeah, no, it's
Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings.
I don't know. Throw Grove Street in there, whatever. Like San Andreas, it's all the same shit.
H block, does H block get out there?
So the DA of LA County, who everyone I've been listening to in podcasts has been shredding this lady. Her name is Gascon. Her last name is Gascon. That's a wine. That's a region in France.
No, dude, that's the guy from fucking Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. So the title of this article is Gascon to downsize, rename LA County DA hardcore gangs unit. So she is depleting the gang unit in LA.
Wait, she wants to get rid of it, not just change the name?
Oh, no, it's a guy. George Gascon is the DA.
Yeah, I told you he was in Beauty and the Beast. You're not listening.
They were informed, LA County DA, so this is the gang unit was informed by the office's upper management Wednesday that their unit will be downsized.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. On top of the downsize, the unit will be renamed because, quote, administration doesn't like it. So as if LA wasn't an absolute fucking shithole enough right now as it is, because there's homeless people everywhere. And everyone has been fleeing LA for Texas and Tennessee and all these other places. Now we're going to get rid of the gang unit.
Yeah, but like gangs aren't a problem.
Yeah, no, definitely not a problem.
It's like not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like you definitely don't need. Actually, you know what they should do? Replace the gang unit with social workers.
Oh, but definitely, yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't LA just request more money for the police after they defund them?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, but they're going to disband the gang unit.
Yeah, 6 months from now, either MS-13 is going to be running LA, or they're going to be dumping 3 times as much money back into the gang unit. It's like, what?
LA County. Oh, we need to downsize the gang unit of all places.
Yeah. Like,
That's like going to the south side of Chicago and being like,
if there is one place in this country that is synonymous with gangs, it's LA.
it's certainly the biggest.
Like,
I mean, you could probably find some like Gary, Indiana, but that's such a small
no, I mean
place.
like legit hardcore gangs. Like,
I mean, Gary, Indiana isn't that great of a place.
yeah, but they probably don't have gangs, is what I'm saying. I'm saying, like,
I feel like they do.
They're probably fake gangs, like around here. They're fake. They're not real. Go to fucking LA. What do we say all the time? What have we always said growing up? Oh, you think you're in a fucking gang? Go to LA. Oh, you think you're in the Bloods? All right, go to LA and say you're from the Bloods.
Yeah, no, the only point I'm trying to make is LA is obviously the biggest, brightest, most, whatever. I'm just like,
And we're removing the gang.
like
unit.
I said, south side of Chicago, not a great place.
No.
But south side of Chicago isn't LA. LA is way bigger.
Right. So yeah, we definitely don't need the gang unit in LA anymore. Nope. So we're getting rid of that.
It's actually actually, you know what? I would almost argue that it's actually probably racist to call them gangs now.
Yeah, probably.
We should stop calling them gangs.
Yeah, we should call them organized groups of people.
Well, I mean, street fraternities is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good too.
But
so not to worry though, Southern California is not to be outdone, because Northern California in Oakland is starting a universal basic income program where people will start to receive $500 a month if they fall below 50% of the median income, which the median income in the Bay Area is pretty fucking high. Like, that's a rich area. It's right near Silicon Valley. So if you in the city of Oakland, if you fall at least 50% below the median income, you are eligible to receive a monthly check of $500 every single month, provided you also have one child. However, this is where the stipulations. Stipulation 1, you have to have at least one child. Stipulation number 2, you can't be white.
that's fine. White people haven't earned it.
No. No, this is the problem. This is racist. This is an absolutely racist act. And what they have done is they've completely fucked themselves, because I'm sorry, that would be stipulation 3, because stipulation 1 is you have to earn less than 50% of the median income. So we're talking about poverty. You have to live in poverty, essentially, is what we're trying to do. What are we trying to do here by giving people $500 a month every month? We're trying to raise them out of poverty, right? That's a good thing. We want to get rid. We want to.
Was there a specific area that this is?
It's just Oakland.
Just Oakland?
In the city of Oakland. So we want to help. We want to help fight and combat poverty. So
do you want to know
how do you define poverty?
Let me actually, I'm going to pull this. So the median household income in Oakland, I didn't look west, east, nothing, just Oakland, is $73,000.
All right. So you have to earn less than $35,000. It's 50%. Roughly.
Yep, 3650.
Yeah.
Or 36.5 would be less than, because there's, it's not just 73, it's 73 and change.
Yeah. We're rough.
73,692.
Yeah.
So 36,500 household income.
Yep. You have to have less than that.
Household.
Yep.
In California.
Yep.
In Oakland.
In Oakland. You may have to make less than 36.5 in Oakland to receive this money. However, you can't have it if you're white.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
But again,
because it's supposed to end poverty. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, it's not changing anything.
But so now what you're saying is we're going to give $500 to poor people, But we're not going to give $500 to poor white people.
You're giving $500 to no one because no one makes that little in...
No, there's plenty of people that do in Oakland. This program wouldn't exist if there weren't people to get the money. So the problem...
I don't discount the ability of...
The problem is, and what these fucking idiots don't understand, is that by excluding white people, and then, because the other statistic is the median household income of white people is high. So their argument for why what they're doing is what they're doing is, well, the median household income for white people is high, so the white people don't need it. Okay, well, what about the white people that do need it? What about the white people that do fall below the 36.5? So now you're going to punish the poor white people because they're white. Because by doing it solely based off of income and numbers, you automatically exclude the rich white people because they make too much money. So they're not eligible to receive it because they make more than 36.5. But anyone that makes less than 36.5 should be eligible. You see what I'm saying? Like they couldn't leave well enough alone. Because if you have a rich white person, they're not going to be eligible for the fucking money in the first place.
Yeah, but you're using logic and reason right now. You got to stop doing that.
These people are fucking idiots.
You can't.
But it's this type of thought process that's going to fucking... It's going to ruin the fucking country, and it's going to start some sort of stupid bullshit fucking... I don't know if it's going to be a civil war. It's probably not going to be. But it's going to start some stupid fucking bullshit. Because people are fucking morons.
Yeah, so this is the thing, though. You tried to use sound reasoning and sound logic.
How dare I?
That's the fucking problem. Like, that's why in this case you're actually wrong, because you can't use logic.
But the people that are behind it, and the other thing, too, is it's privately funded. So people are like, well, it's privately funded. They can do whatever they want.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So... I don't know how that works. To be totally honest,
that's private. So that's a private. Oh yeah, ooh, that actually changes everything.
But
so I was being a dick earlier when I said.
But it is inherently racist to exclude one race from money. Because if what they say
Depends on,
if their message is we want to combat poverty in Oakland, well, you're not combating poverty for everybody in Oakland.
No, but okay, so that actually really fucking fucks this whole thing up because, like, not for nothing, in this state, there was a round of funding for businesses that you were only eligible for that funding if you were a minority business owner. So as a straight white male,
right,
I could say it's sexist and racist, but the program was only for minority-owned businesses. That doesn't make it racist because the design of the program. So what we would have to figure out is, what is this program? Because if it's just end poverty in Oakland, all right, well, you're fucking it up.
Right.
Because you're supposed to end all poverty.
Right.
If it's end poverty in minority candidates, that's their prerogative. That's what they want to do. I mean, there's plenty of funding that goes out to people of color and minorities and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have if it's from the state. Again, if it's from the state saying we're going to end poverty, and whatever,
right.
Problem. If it's from the state, and even if the state says we're going to end poverty for minorities, technically they can do that. Whether it makes sense or not, it doesn't make sense.
My issue is you can't pick and choose. Like, poverty is colorblind.
Correct.
If you're poor, you're poor. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, brown, fucking purple, green, yellow. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, if you're poor, you're poor.
I would also like to know where the money's coming from, because what if it's coming from like a minority organization?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the specifics.
It could be an organization that is dedicated to helping out minorities. Like, it could be.
Yeah.
And if it is, then so again, I was being a dick earlier when I was like, oh, white people don't need it because white people fuck everything up. They haven't earned it. Like, yeah, being an ass about that. I actually genuinely believe if it's coming privately and it's designed for the people that it's designed for, again, white people don't have to like it,
Yeah.
but what they're doing is fine. Again,
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what their message is, because if their message they're parading around is that they're going to end poverty in Oakland.
yeah, but you gotta see what they actually say, not what what gets reported.
Right. And the unfortunate thing is I don't have enough time right now to sit here and find out the truth, because anytime I Google it, the only thing that's going to come up are news headlines.
Articles.
So I'm going to get like US News, USA Today, CNN, Fox. Like I'm not going to be able to find the actual. I'm going to have to search
That
for
you know
the
you need to
actual
find
organization.
the actual thing.
Yeah.
So but that's what it comes down to is if this is designed just to get rid of poverty, then it's extremely flawed. But if the private funding thing, that's what really, I thought this was coming from the fucking town.
Yeah, I don't know how the private funding even
state.
works. Like, I don't know if it's a state program that is also supported by private donation. I don't know. I don't know the specifics.
So that really muddies everything.
Because I would imagine if it's a completely private program, and now I don't know anything about shit, but I would imagine if it's completely private, there would have to be a way for people to opt into it, because private organizations don't have your info.
No, it's just
whereas the government has all of your info.
It's just like a scholarship. Like you just apply.
Yeah.
And if you're eligible, you get it. It's just you have to, there's an application process. You're going to have to meet the criteria.
Right.
It's not just you sit on your ass at home and all of a sudden checks start coming in.
Right.
The other thing too, with it, if it's going this route, you're going to have to be like, now we're getting into more racism. You're probably going to need a driver's license.
No, that's racist.
Or you need some
sort of ID.
You will need literal identification because usually you have to send that in.
Yeah, but IDs are racist though.
And there could be a stipulation where you have to have a job or you have to be pursuing a job.
Right.
So you might have to be on unemployment or hired, and you're going to have to show proof of that. So
you're also making a lot of logical leaps here.
Like, so the same way that you were,
this is how you would run it because it makes sense.
No, it's so the same way that you were an idiot earlier for using logic is why I'm an idiot right now.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you though, private funding changes everything.
Yeah.
It really does.
And like I said, I don't know the specifics
these stimulus checks are federal. So fuck it. We'll just send it to whoever has a fucking name.
Yeah.
Private's different.
Yeah. Well, don't worry though, because California is going to be saved soon, because it's rumbling. So we all know that Gavin Newsom is getting recalled. It's official. They got the signatures. It's going to happen at some point. So Newsom is going to be recalled, and Newsom is a Democrat. Obviously, California, a very, very blue state.
They've gone Republican before.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was Republican. So the savior for California is rumbling. I don't know if it's announced officially yet, but there are rumblings that Caitlyn Jenner is going to enter the gubernatorial race in California. She is going to save California. And you know what my favorite part about all of this is? Well, first, let me get to this. Who would be better to run California than Caitlyn Jenner, right?
I mean, I don't want a politician doing it, but
anyway. She's trans. She checks all the boxes. She's transgender.
Yep.
She was a national icon.
Yep.
40 years ago.
How does that work? Is this like when the Browns became the Ravens? Like you keep the history?
Yeah.
Or or like when you make the transition.
Right. Is Caitlyn Jenner an Olympic gold medalist?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Because Bruce won those medals.
Right. So I don't know. How does that transfer and how does that history work?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. Is it like when the Lakers moved to LA? Like they still count the 18 banners, but 6 of them happened when they were in like Milwaukee or somewhere?
So that's on a full name change though. So like I'm curious if I'm trying to think like the Browns and the Ravens is like the quickest one I can think of. Yeah. But also they like went back in time and just go like the Browns became the Ravens.
Right.
And then the Browns came back and the Ravens just gave them the history back. Like it was fine. Like no big deal.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Why would you have the Browns that came back and not be the Browns.
Yeah, imagine like the Ravens hanging like a Bernie Kosar banner.
Because they used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Browns can't do it.
Yeah, it's just paperwork.
And then the Ravens can't have anything from the Baltimore Colts because Indy owns it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those.
Right.
It would be so fucked
I guess
up.
a good one would be like how the Houston Oilers are now the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So it's like the same.
It's the same, but different.
But it's different now. It looks different now. Sounds different now.
Yeah.
We call it different things now.
It's built different.
But I guess the history is still there. So yeah, she won that decathlon and the men's whatever.
All right. So Caitlyn Jenner is a men's
decathlon?
decathlon. Yeah. Olympic gold medalist.
Yep.
Wow. She's the greatest female athlete of all time.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck Serena Williams, right? It's Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
She won a gold medal in the Olympics in the men's division.
In the men's division.
Yeah. So Caitlyn Jenner, right? Transgender, super famous, super rich. What does she know about politics? I have no idea. But my favorite part about all of this is California, super liberal, right? Transgender rights, very liberal, like supported by the woke left. Like everyone on the woke left is like, Caitlyn Jenner is amazing. They elected her, or not elected. They nominated her Woman of the Year in whenever it was, 2016, when she had only been a woman for 6 months of that year. She was elected as Woman of the Time Magazine Woman of the Year. She was a woman for 6 months of that year, but that's enough because she's Caitlyn Jenner.
Yep.
And she won a gold medal in the men's decathlon.
Yep.
So this is all awesome. Like everyone's like, oh, Caitlyn Jenner, yes, she's going to save us. Whoa, you throw those brakes on real quick. Because you know what she's doing?
Running as a Republican.
She is running as a Republican. And ensue absolute epic meltdown by the woke left. I cannot wait. I hope she wins.
I hope she wins too.
I don't know how recalls work. Like, I don't know if there has to be a primary before, or it's just kind of like open field, like everyone go at it.
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
But if there is a primary, I hope she crushes. And I hope she crushes Gavin Newsom.
I hope she wins. Like,
I hope she wins.
wins.
I want Governor Caitlyn Jenner more than I want anything else in the world. Because all I want is for CNN to put her on the screen, and then in the bottom, the ticker, say Caitlyn Jenner, or Governor Caitlyn Jenner -R.
Because then how's the left gonna crush her?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna burn your original fucking savior? She was the first one. She started this whole thing. She was the most famous person ever to go transgender. I mean, now all of a sudden, are they going to turn on her?
Probably.
Are they going to start talking shit?
Yeah, probably.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to watch. I like the chaos. I am rooting for chaos.
She won't win though, unfortunately.
I really hope she
No,
does.
because like the Republican side, because that's the thing is the Republican side isn't going to vote for her because of who she is.
I bet they will because of who she is. I think you're underestimating the amount of people that like troll jobs in this country.
Actually, no.
We elected Donald Trump as our president.
That's so bad, but
based off of like a troll job, essentially. Like he trolled his way into the presidency.
So I guess the interesting part is I go, well, the Republicans aren't going to vote for her because of what she is. But I'm like, but the Democrats aren't going to vote for her either.
Yeah.
Because she went Republican.
I think she's going to get a lot of votes. I think if she's serious and if she runs, and because the other thing too is I've seen this already on Twitter. People are flipping out. How could she do this? No. And I've seen a lot of replies to that go, she's always been conservative, which is true. Like if anyone has watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like back in the day when Bruce was on it, he was very conservative. Like Caitlyn Jenner has always been conservative. She's just a transgender. Like, and this is the beginning. This is these people being so fucking moronic that they just assume, oh, she's transgender, she must be liberal. No, you fucking idiot. Your ideology does not determine someone's what is it called? It's not sexual orientation.
Identity.
Your ideology does not determine your sexual identity. You can be
and vice versa.
Exactly. You can be a conservative person and be transgender.
You can be
gay
and conservative.
And be conservative. You can live in the backwoods and the hollers of West Virginia and be a crazy woke leftist liberal.
Yeah, you like that.
Like you don't like.
You could be a lesbian and love the fucking Bible. Like it's possible.
Yes. All these things are possible.
No.
And I want to watch their brains shatter.
Especially in California.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I am going to read so many comments on Twitter over the next couple weeks if she runs and she actually starts doing well.
You know what we should do on the Sarcasm Speaks account is retweet everybody who's like, I can't
believe she would do this to us. That's one of them that I saw. I can't believe she would do this to us. What the fuck? Who is us? She doesn't even know you exist. Yeah. You piece of shit. You righteous piece of shit. You think Caitlyn Jenner knows who you are? You're some dumbass sitting behind a fucking computer.
Do you think she gives a fuck about you?
No, she doesn't.
But at this point, so since
she'd probably run her car into you in traffic and push you into a fucking intersection if she had the chance.
So I can say this now.
Whoops.
Now that she
that's another thing too, because that might hinder her run for governor.
But now that she is running for a political office, I can say this: she only cares about herself.
Yeah.
Because she has entered the politician ring, she only cares about herself.
Right. Yeah.
Not you. Not anyone. Not the transgender community. Not the former decathlon winner community.
Nope.
Nobody else. Her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I really hope she wins. Also, partially because I think she's really intelligent. Like I've seen some of her interviews when she was Bruce. Is that what you're supposed to? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. This is like uncharted territory.
I don't know. I don't get it either.
Because like she currently is it's like
she is Caitlyn. She was Bruce.
But again, like how does the transfer of history work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's technically
so the
same
Baltimore
person.
Ravens is actually pretty smart. I guess technically the Colts, I don't know.
The Browns.
Back in the day,
the Tennessee Titans.
When she would give interviews, she was pretty intelligent. She knows what she's doing. You know, I mean, I don't know recently how things have been, but I do remember seeing some things and listening to some stuff.
Things and or stuff.
Yes, things and or stuff. See, I so don't know how to handle her naming situation that now I'm just second guessing everything. I'm just trying to be generally vague about everything.
Are you sure this was things and or stuff?
Yeah. So she's I think, like I said, the bottom line is I think she'd be pretty good. I think she's a lot more intelligent than people understand. And I mean, I was too young and didn't really give a shit, but I think Arnold did a good job.
I don't know.
He actually took over governor the same way, I believe.
By recall,
yeah. There was a governor, and whoever it was in California got recalled, and he ran as a Republican and won. And then he was governor for however long he was governor. So I don't know. I think there's a chance. And,
that would be fun. Just to
I'm
watch
excited.
California fucking suck some more.
Yeah.
Fuck that, please.
What else we got? So did we talk about the CDC director on air? I think we talked about it off air.
Is this the Asian woman that was on with Cuomo?
Potentially. I don't know what she looks like. but I know it's a she. So I'm going to say probably.
Perhaps.
But what I said, the CDC director came out and said that they have evidence now that says vaccinated people don't carry COVID.
Oh, no, this is probably different.
But
what
then,
I was talking about.
But then people still need to wear masks. And that states shouldn't be lifting their mask mandates because even though people are vaccinated people need to continue wearing their masks, even though they can't carry it. You want to talk about if this whole episode isn't about logical bullshit and what is it? Logical incompetency?
So I'm actually going to go against my own brand for a second. And N equals 1 on this one. But I do know someone fully vaccinated. Mm-hmm. And because she was in a nursing home, tested positive. After the 2 weeks passed, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I guess to say that they can't carry it either means the testing doesn't work.
Which we've been saying all
Which
along.
I've been saying suck. Well, I've been saying the testing's too sensitive.
Yeah.
Well, actually, first I was curious as to did it work? Does it work? Does it not?
Right.
And then you saw the thing where they made it super sensitive.
Yeah.
And it picks up fucking everything.
Right.
So the transmittability is really the question because you can still have it. Again, the vaccine's just supposed to help you from not dying.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Right.
But I don't know. Now it's just something that it's fucking not. But
yeah.
I still think people can carry it. I don't know if people can transmit it because I'm just an idiot.
Yeah.
And I think that's because there are people who do test positive after vaccination. But this is my main problem. My main issue is people who are vaccinated shouldn't be tested because if the vaccination works,
you're going to have the antibodies.
You should not require a test.
Right.
But I could also, again, if we're going to follow people's thoughts, in a nursing home, if someone's carrying it and everyone isn't vaccinated, then I guess you could start killing people. So, this is why I say we're never getting out of this. We are never fucking getting out of this.
So I just found an article.
Okay.
That says from 23 hours ago. It says backlash and reversal after CDC director says vaccinated people cannot spread COVID-19. So the director of the CDC came out and said vaccinated people cannot spread COVID-19.
Right.
However, they
spread.
still need to wear masks.
Yeah.
So now there was backlash because of that, because now people were like, I'm assuming, all I did was read the headline here. But what I'm assuming is that people were like, well, why do we have to wear that?
If you can't spread it.
So now there's a reversal. Because it says backlash and reversal after the director. So now apparently if you are vaccinated, you can still spread it because the public got mad.
Okay.
This is how we run things now. This is how we run things now is the public doesn't like something and we just change facts, which means they're not facts to begin with.
Or they were facts, but you change facts to fit the outrage.
Yeah.
That's good. Bow to the mob.
Yeah. Wow. This is bad.
Okay. So they can't, so vaccinated people can carry it if we're going to just define based on what I speak. But the CDC director came out and said that they can't spread it.
Yes.
But people got angry. So she came out, or someone came out and said, no. But vaccinated people can spread it. This is like a fucking 6-year-old.
Yeah. Yep. This is a 6-year-old trying to tell us a story.
Oh, have you seen my, I don't know, what do kids steal? Oh, have you seen my keys? No, I don't know where your keys are. Are you sure? Because I know you like to steal them. No, I don't know where your keys are.
Yeah.
So if I go in your room, I'm not going to find my keys? Probably not. Go into the room. Keys are under the bed. How'd they get here? Oh, I don't know. I didn't put them there.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah. Or like the two kids are playing and like one of them falls down and hurts themselves, and then you're trying to get the story from the other one who like wasn't totally innocent.
Who definitely didn't knock him over, but definitely didn't also not throw a stick at his feet.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, I didn't push him.
Well, he tripped over a stick.
Yeah. And you happen to leave out the fact that you put the stick between his legs. Yeah. Yeah. This is what we're living in right now.
Well, we were just running around. And well, how'd he fall? Well, he tripped over a stick. Well, how'd the stick get there? Well, I don't know. He must have dropped it. What?
Yeah. So, I mean, man, it's like pick one. Either
No, you can't.
the director of the CDC comes out and says vaccinated people don't spread COVID, but still wear a mask. And then people are like, well, what the fuck is up with that? And then they retract it and say, well, vaccinated people might be able to still spread COVID, so wear a mask.
Well, I think
it's like they just
you can tell what they're trying to do, and it's not right. But what they're trying to do is say or avoid, oh, if you're vaccinated, you're good. Don't wear a mask.
right.
Because then dickheads like me and you, yeah, no, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah, me too.
I got J&J 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really? How was it? It kind of sucked.
Right.
Did you spike a fever? Yeah.
Yeah, it was good in a couple hours.
Yeah. Next day. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, man of many words that I am.
Yeah.
And then I'd be going around just like whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to avoid.
Right.
Because again, now in fairness, if they are still attempting to stop the spread, not flatten the curve, not whatever, if they're still attempting to stop the spread, they need people to continue to follow the protocols, assuming they work, which that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
And by allowing some people to not follow the protocols, you can't have that.
Right.
Because there's more dickheads like me and you than there are not dickheads like me and you.
Probably.
It's probably 50-50. In Massachusetts, it's probably 50-50.
Yeah.
Because people still think the vaccine is about them. Or I'm sorry, they still claim it's about other people, but won't recognize that it's only about them.
Yeah. You only give a shit because you want to go do stuff.
Yep. Because you want to get on a plane.
Yeah. I had that conversation with my mother the other day. She was like, oh, I'm going for my vaccine like next week. When are you doing yours? And I go, I'm not. She goes, what do you mean? We need to do this. And I go, we don't need to do anything.
If you're vaccinated, actually, you're good. Actually, you're more likely to fuck me up.
That's what I said. I go, well, if you're vaccinated, you're good. And then she comes back and goes, well, I really just want to take a trip this year. So like, that's why I'm getting it now. And I go, well, yeah, that's what most people are doing anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's exactly that. Like I'm going to just like tread water and keep my mouth shut. And like I said, unless my work comes out and tells me I need it or I'm going to get fired, I'm not going to get it. And then eventually we're going to get to the quote herd immunity, assuming they don't move the goalposts again, because herd immunity used to, have you heard about this too? Herd immunity used to mean before 2020, it used to mean that a population has reached the amount of positive cases and vaccinations to wipe something out. Whereas like so many people have had it and gotten,
be like 80% or something.
Right. And the people have gotten natural antibodies and vaccine antibodies, and then it's no longer a problem. Well,
they'll move that goalpost.
After 2020, they already did. After 2020, now herd immunity means I think at least 80% of the population has been vaccinated. So we've gone from natural and vaccine antibodies to
just vaccines
to now they're saying that we may hit that by summertime, like herd immunity as it is now, 80% of the population gets vaccinated. We might hit that in the summer until they change it to, well, we need 100% of the population to be vaccinated in order to reach herd immunity.
Well, 80% of the population.
I'd be like, really? Because 18 months ago, that did not mean that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. They will be moving that goalpost.
Yeah.
But the only thing is it'll never be 100. So I don't know what they'll do.
So my thing too
Or they'll
is
be like, oh, well, there's a new vaccine for this year. You need the 2022 vaccine.
Yeah. Like if I just, like I said, if I just, keep my head down and don't worry about anything. And like I said, unless my work tells me I need it and not get it, I'll wait for the whole place to hit herd immunity, the whole country, the whole place. Yeah, that's good. The whole country to hit herd immunity. And then it's not a problem anymore because we can all go back to our fucking daily lives.
We can't.
That's the new normal.
The new normal is going to be what we're in right now.
Yeah, the new normal. We're all in this
already
together.
in it.
No, we're in this together.
So I actually made a J&J appointment for Thursday. Now I can't go, but I made one. So here's how this is working. So I am technically not jumping the line because if you are a current or former smoker, both habitually or not habitually, it counts. So I'm not jumping the line. So I've been on like Walgreens kind of fucking around trying to get an appointment. Every single appointment that pops up, which this is like nuts how hard it is to get one, but luckily I've been just sitting at the computer not doing shit. I can just sit there and click, click, and it's no effort on my part. Every appointment that comes up conflicts with my work schedule. Every single one.
Yep.
Or I don't get it quick enough. Like I could have gone Friday at 6:30 in Taunton, but it went too fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm thinking in my head is when I inevitably cancel my appointment Thursday, because I can't go because it's at 4:30 on a Thursday, and there's literally no way that I can leave work to and have work go.
Right.
Because Chris is like, oh, well, just we'll figure it out at work. I go, no. This is not worth it.
Yeah.
This is not worth going crazy at work just to get a stupid fucking vaccine that frankly I don't need.
Right.
I personally, selfishly, only want it so that I can go get on a plane or I don't have to miss any time at work.
Right.
Now, I could actually take this one step even further selfishly, which I might, is I could wait for the other two guys at work to get vaccinated. And then if I come in close contact, I'll take my 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I could.
Right.
But that is more selfish than what I was just like, all right, fuck it. I'll get the J&J. I'm not waiting in some fucking crazy line. I'm not fucking doing anything. I'm not fucking signing up for VaxFi. I'm not fucking doing that shit.
Yeah.
I will go to Walgreens. I will click because I know they have J&J. And if I can get an appointment, I will take it. Mm-hmm. Now it's turning out, because I called the Walgreens the second after I booked it. I knew I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I call the Walgreens. I go, hey, if I want to reschedule my vaccine, do I have to do it online or can I like do it through you guys? They go, oh, no, it has to all be online. I go, okay, great.
Yeah.
So I will be canceling. I assume I'm going to be canceling this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking personally at the end of the week, if I don't reschedule this appointment, I'm done. It's too fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's too fucking goofy.
Yep.
For something that should be like, why the fuck can't I walk into a Walgreens and like they go, all right, well, we got our next appointment is on April 26th at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Like, why are we doing this goofy online shit?
Right. Right.
And why can't it like book out? Like, why is it only like the next 5 days?
Right.
If this is actually that important and if we're actually like doing things that we say we're going to do, why can't it just continue to book out? And if the next available appointment is fucking August, then the next appointment's August. It's like the fucking dentist.
Right.
If you call and reschedule your appointment for the dentist, it might take 3 or 4 months to get back in.
Right.
You're not owed a fucking dentist appointment. You had to change it.
Right.
So it's just this thing. Like right now, it's like I think at the end of the week, I'm done.
Yeah.
And whether I get it eventually at some point, I don't know, because I think it's going to be harder to get starting a week from Monday because that's when it opens to everyone.
Right.
Because right now, if you're under the age of 16, you technically can't get it.
Right.
Now you can bend the rules, and I can bend the rules. Actually, I guess I'm not bending them anymore. I was going to lie before.
Yeah.
So technically I do fit the categories, but like once this opens up to the kids, forget about it. We are fucking like, no one's getting this thing. Yeah. When do they say it by the summer?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
So,
because by the time it's like, it's quote unquote my turn. And by the time I can actually choose appointments around my schedule, because right now it's take what you get and that's it. By the time I can actually choose, we'll be on to the next one.
Yeah.
And this vaccine won't be good anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're definitely coming out with another one for next year. No one's reported that. No one's said it. No one's implied it. I'm implying it.
Yeah. Heard it here first.
Heard it here first. There will be a new one for next year.
Because they're already doing the whole vaccine passport bullshit too. So
Yeah.
like some state, like the government has said that, but luckily there have been a couple states that have already passed legislation that make it illegal.
Yep.
The 2 states, fucking trailblazers in the country.
Texas and Mississippi.
Nope, Texas and Tennessee, where everyone is leaving. Like everyone is flocking to Texas and Tennessee right now. Hey, I wonder why. Because they believe in individual liberty and freedom. So the
I think
governor,
New
the
Hampshire
governor,
will probably pass that. They just no one will notice.
yeah, they're too small. The governor of Texas was like, "Oh, you guys want to do a vaccine passport? Yeah, we're not doing that." And he immediately like signed a piece of legislation that like outlawed it in Texas.
Yep.
And now the governor of Tennessee hasn't passed anything yet, but he's come out and said, if there is a vaccine passport that becomes a thing, then I will sign legislation that says not in Tennessee.
Yep.
But Texas didn't give a fuck. Texas did it anyway because Texas is its own country.
So
Let's be real.
also on that kind of idea, fun fact. Now, you may not be strong enough to actually pull this off, but if your employer says you need to be vaccinated to work here, you have a legal case. Because legally, they can't ask you to do that.
Right.
Now, that being said, you want to sue them? Because if you want to make a stink about it,
Right.
you have to be ready to sue.
Right.
And depending on who you work for, they can probably fucking crush you. But
Most likely.
and depending on who you work for, like the publicity part, like if you work for a private business, they can probably crush you and no one will fucking notice. You work
Right.
for a fucking city, you can make a big fucking stink about it.
Oh, yeah.
Huge stink. And
Oh,
people
yeah.
would notice and then you could pressure them.
Right. Right.
But I did find that out. Someone was like, "Oh, my boss really wants me to get vaccinated, blah, blah, blah." So we went to a labor lawyer, and the labor lawyer was like, "Yeah, no, you can't do that." It was really like, I can't make them do it. He goes, "No, you can't make them do that.
Yeah.
No way."
Yeah, you can't force your employees to get
No.
something. Some medical procedure.
But like, I also, but then it's like, I also wonder, it's like, how does a nurse say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get that vaccine"?
Yeah.
It's like, you're working with these people. It's like, yeah, I'm just not gonna get it.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of them out there.
So
All right. You want to start wrapping this up?
we can wrap this up.
All right.
So I would just like to make an appreciation rant for detours, specifically detours that don't create a detour. So the one-sided detour sign that is on technically a closed road. So this morning, driving to work from Milton, I don't know where the fuck I don't know Milton at all. Like I don't know where I really live. Blah blah. So I'm driving down 138 and the road's closed. I go, "Oh fuck, I have no idea how to get around this." So throw it in the GPS, start following cars, goes GPS. GPS just wants me to go that way. It's
Yeah.
not sending me any other way.
Yeah.
Will not do it. So then, you get to a split where you can either head back towards Milton or you can head to Hyde Park. I see some cars go towards Hyde Park. I take the turn. GPS does not update. It asks me to take a U-turn and turn around. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, good.
So I'm like looking at the map as I'm driving, as a good driver would. I'm like, all right, well, I can hop up here. So I go back by my house, drive around to get around the road closure. Except it eventually turns to a one-way, but the right-hand turn is closed. So cars are just going straight down the one-way.
Oh, good.
Now, that one-way eventually narrows to where only one car can really fit by.
Yes, which is probably why the road is one way to begin with.
Right. That's why. But all the cars were just going straight because you couldn't take the right to not go straight.
Right,
Like there was
right.
nothing you could do.
Right.
And there was oncoming traffic coming the other way. So it's not like you can just bang a U-turn and turn around.
Right.
Like there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So I'm looking and it's just like nonstop cars, nonstop cars, nonstop cars, nonstop cars, nonstop. So eventually I like cut one of them off, turn around, get into that flow of traffic. I go, I'm fucking going around.
Yeah.
If it means I have to drive to fucking Quincy to get on 93 South to get like, I go, I don't know another way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to navigate where I am right now.
Right.
So GPS, take a left. No, I can't go that way.
Yeah.
Take a left. No, I still can't go that way. So now I'm like listening to the directions, but also I have to check the directions to see if it's trying to send me back that way.
Right.
Take a left. Then it's like, oh, take a right. I go, oh, shit, right. And it's like, no, it wants me to go right to go back. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So the big pet peeve I have, because this is not the first time I've ever encountered a detour, is if you're going to make a fucking detour, like the word detour.
Right.
Then fucking make a detour. You didn't make a detour. You just told me the road was closed, but it said detour, take a right. That's all it said.
Yeah.
Detour, right.
Yeah.
Like,
where's the rest of the signs?
where's the rest of the signs? There are no signs.
Yeah.
Because it's like the world's worst fucking place to have a road closure.
Right.
I mean, that's probably why they wanted it at 5:20 in the morning, but like, I don't know like what the fuck that was supposed to be. So eventually, cost me like 15 minutes of like driving around in circles to eventually drive away towards like Milton Academy.
Yep.
Then eventually I took like a right, and then I got a right onto 28, get back onto 24. I'm sorry, 93 South, then get over to 24.
Yeah.
So I get there and I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, you're going to close a major road like that?
Oh, you ended up over at Milton Academy?
No, I didn't quite get to Milton Academy, but on the way to Milton Academy. Because like you can take Canton Ave all the way.
Yeah.
To Milton Academy.
Yeah.
So it's like I was
But if you were on 28, where you pick up 28, like Milton is on 28. That's that road.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess they merged then, because Canton Ave.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it was a little further down.
So I didn't
go past the hospital.
No, I think it was like before that,
okay.
Or maybe it was like right after it. I don't know. I didn't get to Milton Academy, but I was on the way to Milton Academy.
Yeah.
To then just turn around, hop on 28.
I was going to say that's quite literally the other side of Milton.
Yeah, I didn't make it all the way.
Yeah.
It was I couldn't figure out. This is the thing. The GPS had nothing, and then so I get to the gym, like whatever. Oh, do you use Waze? I go, no, motherfucker, I don't use Waze. I stopped using Waze 3 or 4 years ago when we moved here because it sent me a different route to everywhere I went.
Right.
If I went to the same place, I knew how to get there 4 fucking ways, but really what that means is I don't know how to get there at all. Because if you send me a different route each time, how the fuck am I supposed to learn how the fuck to get here?
Right.
Like, I didn't live in Mansfield before. I don't know where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I have to use a GPS to go everywhere, and Waze would be like, fucking send you around the world to get nowhere. It's like, because there's potential traffic, but there was no traffic.
Yeah.
So I stopped using Waze.
Waze is overrated.
I've used Google Maps for like 12 fucking years. And of course the comment is, oh, I always use Waze.
Yeah.
It's helpful. It's helpful once.
Right.
It's helpful once.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that it wasn't going to send me into Hyde Park, into Dedham,
right,
hop back on 95 fucking North to get on 24 South. It may have.
Right.
It still would have fucking cost me about 15 fucking minutes. Or sorry. Waze would have saved me 3.
Yeah.
It's like
you would have been driving around for 13 minutes instead of 15.
Yes. Yeah. That's like it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you should have used Waze.
Oh, do you use Waze?
Oh, dude, do you use Waze?
I don't fucking use Waze.
I don't use Waze. I use Apple Maps.
I'll say I use Google Maps. It's like it just gets me where I want to go like relatively consistently. Yeah. Waze was all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
But there's one time where Waze actually probably could have helped me out. But even then, there's no guarantee.
Because I think Waze does have live updates as far as like road closures and things like that.
I think they're better with it.
Yeah.
But Google Maps said the road was closed. They just didn't adjust. So like this is the one thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, when I use Google Maps, it tells me when a cop is around too.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Oh, I love that too. Oh, you got to use Waze. It's great. They tell you when there's cops around. It's
so does Google Maps.
Yeah. So do your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, do you not watch the road when you drive? Like, I don't
understand.
know.
It's like I get the alert. Speed trap ahead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Like,
it
all right.
does the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if I want to go in a fucking straight line, Waze will not send you in a straight line.
Yeah.
You got to take 400 turns to get
Yeah.
to the same
Yeah.
place.
Turn left now.
Yeah. Turn left. Now right. Now left. Now right.
Yeah.
Now left. Fuck, I'm back on the same road I was just on.
Yeah. Yeah. Waze is overrated.
Oh, dude, do you use Waze?
Yeah. So my final thought is we are entering into this new fucking time where shit is about to get real wild as far as what's the word? Crypto is going. So Ethereum is up over $2,000 a coin, I guess, is the word that it's supposed to be, not a share. Interest of full disclosure, I do own stock. Is it stock? I do own stock in Ethereum. And Ethereum, the technology behind, like the blockchain involved in creating Ethereum, is what's used in this whole NFT thing. So your NBA Top Shot, your fucking that dude Beeple that just sold some fucking GIF for like $69 million or something like that. Like all this crazy shit that's going on right now, it has to do with Ethereum. It's tied into that. But somebody recently just bought an NFT of a digital house for $500,000.
A digital house?
A digital house.
So it's like the benefits of having a house, except you don't have a house?
Correct. Someone spent $500,000 on a digital house.
Like, do they expect that to appreciate?
I don't know. I don't know what the real estate market is for NFT houses.
So there's the guy that talks about like how houses aren't an asset because they end up costing you more than you get out of them.
Right.
Does that make that an asset?
It could.
It's not a liability. It doesn't cost you anything to have it.
It could
500.
be. It could actually be.
But why?
I don't know.
I don't get any of this.
So I'm still trying to learn this whole NFT thing. And then the other day, Tom Brady announced that he is starting a company called Autograph, which is going to allow, I believe, I could be fucking this up, but I believe it's going to allow you to house your NFT stuff, your whatever you own. Now, this is everyone I've been following, everyone I've been reading and listening to, learning about NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, for those of you that don't know what it is. It's your NBA Top Shot. It's this digital house. It's essentially you're buying a GIF, but the GIF is coded specifically so you know which one it is. It's not like you just pull it off of fucking Google Images. It is yours. It's owned by you. The whole way the blockchain thing works is you track the ownership, so you could go back and be like, well, I own this one, and before me, this person owned it, whatever. Also, you can do that. I don't know who actually knows how to do that. like if I own like my NBA Top Shot stuff, you could theoretically go in and see, like if I sell it and then you find that person, my name is on the ledger for that thing because I owned it at one point. Now, again, I can't go in and look at blockchain and figure that out myself. Like there's maybe 6 people in the world that probably know how to do it too. I don't know. But that's essentially how it works. That's how it's been explained to me. And so this is the thing that gets interesting, is everything I've been hearing and learning is there doesn't exist a platform yet to showcase what you own. So once that happens, then the NFT market is going to explode. Because then imagine the way it's been described to me is imagine an Instagram. Like if I click on your Instagram profile, I can see in the little tiles of every single post that you've ever made. So imagine an Instagram style housing unit for NFTs where you can post everything that you own that is an NFT. So now people can see it. Because right now, I'll use NBA Top Shot as an example. Right now, I own 3 different Top Shot moments. No one knows what they are because no one can see them. Like you have to have NBA Top Shot to go to my profile, and I have to post them as what's called a collection. Like, you can only see it within the NBA Top Shot community. There doesn't exist a platform yet to house your things. So what was kind of alluded to was this digital house that just sold for $500,000 could be a vessel to like hang your artwork, quote unquote.
Oh my God.
It's like, so if you own if you own a couple NFTs, you want to keep them in your house that you own this way. Like, that could be one method. Or the other method could be what I think Tom Brady just announced the other day with Autograph. I think, again, I could be fucking it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a platform that's going to allow you to house your NFTs. So again, imagine Instagram for NFTs. So you buy some stupid fucking GIF for $1 million, you upload it to Autograph, and there it is. Now I can go on the Autograph app, and I can pull up Bobby Dattero, and I see that you own $1 million GIF of a cat. And I say, wow, what a dumbass. You spent $1 million on a GIF.
Yeah, but you just don't get it.
But like, so it's coming. And I guess the moral of the story is, if you're listening, start getting into Ethereum, because I think that is the next big one to pop. Like I said, it's already over $2,000. Bitcoin has been flirting with $60,000 a coin. When I got into Ethereum, I think it was around $1,500. So it's already up. And I mean, you know, it's going to just keep going up. If this NFT stuff keeps popping and keeps growing, it's going to go up, because it's the Ethereum blockchain technology that is behind the NFT stuff.
And if you don't really have the schmeckles to kind of get in on those things, because it's like, the way I look at it, and the amounts that I invest are so small that I would be buying like fractions of a fraction of a fraction. There's also BLOK.
Yeah.
Which is
an ETF.
An actively managed portfolio mainly consisting of global equities focusing on blockchain technology. That is how you would get into the blockchain market without having to actually buy the cryptocurrencies.
Now, I don't know what we're supposed to say. We're not investors. We're not.
No, we are investors, but we're not financial advisors.
Yes, we're not financial advisors. This is not a suggestion to buy any stocks or any securities or anything like that.
No, I was strictly just telling you that Block is an EFT that follows blockchain technology.
Yeah,
so, and it's cheaper than the cryptocurrencies.
However, the good thing with crypto is that you don't have to spend a ton of money. You can put $100 in. And then it just follows the trend upward, which is what I did.
So again,
when I originally bought Ethereum like 2 months ago, I started with $100. I just put $100 in, and then every so often, like, I might buy an extra $40 of it here, an extra $50 here, and dump another $75 over there. And now, like, I still don't own one Ethereum. Like, I still own a fraction of an Ethereum, but the money, as it appreciates and goes up, is going to appreciate on the same scale.
Yeah, I guess it all ends up being the same, though, because it's like, instead of buying a 0.0000123 share, you could actually have shares of something else. And
but the way I look at it,
I don't know if this one pays dividends either.
Oh yeah, I don't know. But the way I look at it is, you've still followed the same percent. So if Ethereum from, I don't know, whenever I bought it, call it like February 1st in 2021, if from February 1st, 2021 to February 1st of 2022, it appreciates 400%, well, I just made 400% on my money from that day. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was only in for $100 at that point, but now I have 400. Versus like, well, I don't have $1,500 to buy one whole Ethereum.
No, you don't buy one whole.
Well, it doesn't matter, but you're still following the appreciation of it, That's how I look at it, at least.
And then, the other thing with the ETF too is, if Ethereum specifically tanks, which I mean, I just don't see how it does at this point.
Yeah.
If it tanks, the ETF protects you.
Well, yeah, that is the whole
from losing your ass.
That's the
on
whole
it.
thing behind ETFs anyway, is that they're diversified.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to watch and follow as we move through the next couple of years, and see how this crypto world kind of changes everything. So I don't know. It's kind of cool. I'm interested. Like I said, I'm following. I am invested. In just a full disclosure, and don't buy it because I said to buy it. I don't give investing advice. So I do give betting advice though, that you got at the beginning. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click the thumbs up, leave us a comment. All that fun stuff. Subscribe wherever you're listening right now. Tell everybody you know about the show. Tell all your friends, your family, your cats, your dogs, your snakes, whatever weird pets you have. Big following in Virginia right now. So shout out to all those Virginia folk that are down there, all of our fans. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're going to have, by the time this comes out, we're going to be finishing our tournament, but we do have a tournament coming out. I guess I can say it. It's a barbecue tournament.
Let's fucking go.
So this is going to air on Monday. So this, like I said, this will be done. We'll have our barbecue tournament champion by the time you're hearing here. So make sure you follow us at Sarcasm Speaks Pod on Instagram again, so you can join in the polls and tell all your friends to follow us too, and all that good shit. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. We're going to maybe take a look at some Caitlyn Jenner retweets out there. We're on Facebook at Sarcasm Speaks. So until next time, good night, everybody.